Okay, so for factor by grouping, what we're looking to do is get this crinkle cut. We're going to GCF the left. The left has a GCF of u. And when we divide everything by u, we get v plus 5. On the right, the GCF is v. Careful with your font there. Using v's tend to look alike. And then when I divide the v out, I'm going to get v plus 5. So they each have a v plus 5. So I write that once. And then the other parenthesis is my GCF stuff. And my GCF is u plus v. There's my answer for the first problem. Second one is x squared minus xk plus 4x minus 4k. And what we're going to do is we're going to crinkle cut because it's got 4 terms. GCF the left, our GCF on the left is going to be x. And when I pull x out, I get x minus, pull x out, I get x minus k. This side, I'm going to pull out a 4. Remember, I have a minus sign, and this is a minus sign, so I'm just pulling out a positive 4. And that's going to give me x minus k. So the x minus k's match. Write it once. And then the other parenthesis is my GCF, so x plus 4. There it is. Number 3. Oh, AD plus 3a minus d squared minus 3d. Crinkle cut down the middle. We're going to GCF the left. We have AD and 3a. They each have an a. When I take a out, I get d plus 3. Over here, I have a plus sign. I need a plus sign, so I'm going to factor out a negative. And they each have a d in common. So that's going to leave me with 1 d left here. This is going to be a plus sign, and 3 goes inside. So now my d plus 3's match, because I factored out a negative. That makes this a positive. Now d plus 3 is my common factor. So I write that once. And then my GCF is a minus d. And this is my solution. Number 4, y cubed plus y squared plus 2y plus 2. Ooh, a cubic. Love it, love it. I know it's a cubic because the highest exponent is 3. All the variables are the same. I'm factoring. I'm going to crinkle cut down the middle. I'm going to take the GCF of the left side. So they both have y's, but the lowest exponent is a 2. So I'm going to take out a y squared, which leaves me with 1y plus, and then y squared divided by y squared is 1 whole. Don't forget that when you're dividing this, this is going to become 1 whole. On the right side, they each have a 2. Divide this by 2, you get y. 2 divided by 2 is 1. So the common factor that they have is y plus 1. That's what you're going to write down first. And then your GCFs are going to create your other one, and that's going to give you y squared plus 2. This is a positive 2, so you put a plus sign there. And this is the start of something beautiful in our polynomial unit. Those are our factors for that cubic. We got one more to go. Let me slide my paper up. There we go. M cubed plus m squared n plus mn squared plus n cubed. Oh, this is an interesting one. This is a cubic, but it's all in variable form. We're going to crinkle cut down after the second one. That doesn't change. As soon as you have 4 terms that you're factoring, that's what you do. These two have an m in common, but the lowest exponent for m is 2. So we're going to have an m squared come outside. M squared on the outside leaves you with an m plus n on the inside. Over here, these two have an n squared in common because they both have n's, and n squared is the lower exponent. When I take an n squared out, I'm going to have m plus, when I take n squared out of that, I'm left with 1n. So the thing that they have in common, that's our common factor, that comes out first. We only write that once. And then our GCF is our other guy. So that's going to be m squared plus n squared. Real quick, can I factor this? Is this a difference of 2 perfect squares? Heck no, we can't, because this is a plus, and you can only factor it when it's a minus. I hope you caught that drift. Contact your teacher with questions.